Hello.
Hello, we're going. I always see Darren for these now, and I feel like he's got a whole lo-fi Wes Anderson aesthetic going on. Between the aspect ratio of his video, he's kind of got this sepia tone thing going on, and
Yeah.
now he's got the headphones, not the earbuds. It's got
Mm.
the over the head kind of
So is
vibe
it
going
really
on.
matching the aesthetic now, or?
I don't know. I feel like lo-fi and Wes Anderson aren't the exact same aesthetic, but
Okay.
honestly, that's like a
Yeah.
whole. I think we just put something together there.
Yeah.
That's a whole movie genre. That's a whole
I can
movie
see it
deal right
working
there.
though. Yeah.
I could. I bet
That's our
Wes Anderson
remix
loves
right
a
there.
lo-fi
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
That's we need to remix all of the dumb things that we say on this podcast and then put
Yeah.
it into a lo-fi beat.
Yeah. This is how we
And
come
then
up with
claim that we just did it
ideas
for
for
lo-fi.
films. Yeah.
Exactly. Um, hello and welcome to the Amateur Hour, the official podcast of Amateur Mastermind Productions. Every other week, a few young creatives get together to talk about whatever it is that young creatives talk about. I'm one of your hosts and the up of the group, Mike Messina. With me is the down of the group, Richard Chow. Also with me, the left right of the group, Darren Tunn. And joining us, returning guest, friend of the show, we have the BA of the group, Gina, future MD on Instagram. Gina, thank you so much for coming back.
Yes, pleasure.
Does anyone recognize the up down right? Up
No,
down
I,
down?
I I didn't get that
No
one.
clue. I was confused.
I
Mm-mm.
thought you were talking about like the keyboard, and then I was like, "Oh right, she's gonna be spacebar." And then
Spacebar is pretty good. Spacebar gets clicked a lot, so that is
yeah,
It does.
high frequency.
yeah.
So that was the Konami code. Has anyone heard of that?
Okay.
No.
That is so
No.
Konami's this famous game developer. They do a whole bunch of classics. They're from Japan, from the East. And in a lot of their games, there's this sort of inside joke where if you do that really long, convoluted cheat code, something's going to happen. It's some kind of Easter egg or fun thing happens if you plug in that
Mm.
combo. And it got to the point where it's not just a Konami video game thing, it's like a video game subculture in joke. So
Mhm.
some guys have it as tattoos. Other game developers that are in Konami will use that as a cheat code entry thing, and then you put it into their game and something crazy happens, like everyone gets big heads or whatever.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting.
So that is what that is. So if you're ever asked for like nuclear launch codes or something, try the Konami
Up,
code
up,
and then
down,
just see what
down.
happens. Yeah,
Up,
up,
down,
down,
left, right, left, right.
left, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
spacebar. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
No,
Sounds
no,
good.
no space bar.
No.
Yeah. No. No space bar. No space bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to kick us off here. And if anyone wants to switch gears at any point, let me know. But I want to talk a little bit about some beef that I have with some content creators on YouTube. So some of these productivity minimalist YouTubers or whatever, I'm watching them.
So you guys are gonna
Sometimes
fight.
I'm like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Not one-on-one. It's going to be all of them versus me. So it's going to be
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
5-on-1. And
Yeah.
they'll work out too, so this is
Oh,
probably not going to
nice.
end well. But part of me feels like when I'm watching some of their videos, they seem kind of weird and fake and artificial for some reason, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but I think I figured out why. I think it's because some of the B-roll that they use is this super cinematic, glossy looking B-roll of just their life and their day-to-day stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like
Or
it's got that,
storybooks.
or story blocks,
Yeah.
yeah. Use promo. No, we don't have a promo code yet,
Yeah.
but we would gladly take a Storyblocks
Promo.
sponsorship.
Yeah.
I feel like because it's a vlog, specifically a lifestyle vlog, if I were to see those kinds of shots in a movie, I'm like, okay, that is a fictional representation of something. But because it's here in a lifestyle video, I'm like, I feel like you're implying that that is what your life looks like from day to day. And then you get that Instagram syndrome where it's everything is a curated highlight from your life. And then people get this weird comparison going on. And I'm not like blaming them because I feel like it makes sense if you're talking about productivity or whatever, that the
Mhm.
B-roll you use would be you doing a lot of work at your computer and then working
Coffee beans and
coffee
all that
beans and
stuff.
grinding and
Yeah.
pour overs and stuff.
Are you
But
talking about Peter McKinnon now?
Talking about Matt Diavella.
that's what I was
Oh,
talking
sure.
about. Nathaniel
Yeah,
Drew
yeah.
too, with his food and his travel vlogs and his nice windows and stuff.
Yeah, the thing is like he's a
He's a weird
videographer too,
one.
right? So
All of
it's
them
like
are,
his
and they
thing
look really
is
good.
yeah, his thing is like, oh, it has to look good. But yeah, you're right. It is like misrepresenting his life
Yeah,
to some
and again,
extent.
they're not trying to like lie to you or whatever. I'm pretty sure, at least most of them, but
Yeah.
just it feels a little icky to me. It feels a little gross. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. That's true. Feels
Yeah,
like a
I feel like
commercial.
Yeah. Like, it's like they're idealizing or, like, romanticizing things kind of in a way, like, they're like, "Oh, your life is perfect, like, every morning you're gonna wake up, make your matcha, and, like, journal, and, like, be at peace, and, like, everything's gonna go so smoothly, you're gonna read your book, and, like, have a great day," but it's just like, oh, it's, like, once in a while, but it's, like, it does give you that comparison just like, "Oh, is that what my life should be like?" And it can be toxic in a way,
Yeah.
and, like, my mindset is like, "Oh, like, that's just them," and, like but, like, I try not to think of it as, like, the ideal or, like, the how life should be kind of thing, but I do what you're
Mhm.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I do want to see like the whole video of like the opposite. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
iPhone films, like, you know what I
The
mean?
non-ideal.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. The not I mean the ideal like for them, but actually how they do it. You know what I
The
mean? Not
ideal
like
non.
yeah, not cinematically
Not cinematic
done.
at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
Okay, I see what
exactly.
you mean.
Yeah.
It's like you
It's like
just
Yeah.
How to
capture
Basic
all
or something. That
you
kind of
Yeah.
thing.
capture all of
Yeah.
those like moments where they fall over and like
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
fall over. They spill their coffee instead of
How
pouring
often
it.
do they
Yeah.
fall over? Like
Yeah.
just 3 times a day,
No.
they're tripping over
You
their
want a
leg,
compilation
There's
of
a
me
lot of
falling
down the
over?
falling.
stairs
Yeah.
every morning, just miss that first stair and
I
then
tripped
boom,
down
all
the
the way down.
stairs cinematically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dramatically.
Cinematically.
Yeah.
I will say, so when I watch Thomas Frank's videos, a lot of
Mhm.
his footage is just him sitting at what is clearly some kind of studio desk. And to me, that seems a little more honest because it is just
Mhm.
him saying, "Look, I'm shooting a video," and then the visuals communicate that because there's obviously
Right.
a light here, and then there's a nice set in the background, and it's
Yeah.
not just him in his regular living space. Like he's making
Mhm.
something separate for when he's making videos separately from everything else he does.
Yeah, he's
Um,
a cool dude.
I have no clue who you guys are talking about, but
He's like
yes.
the top
Yeah,
5
same.
studying tips
I'm like
for college
following.
students. Like if you look up like college tips or something, like he's probably the
Oh,
first dude to
interesting.
pop up, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious. I want to go on YouTube and search that up.
Yeah, like productivity, college. Yeah, it's like very catered to college kids, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get away from that because it's been a while since he's been in college.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
a lot of that kind of study
Yeah.
tip stuff. But if anyone wants to defend themselves, just come on the show and then we'll,
Yeah.
hash it out here. Yeah.
Darren
It'll
and
be a
Mike would
fight.
love that.
Yeah. All right.
Get that
Sounds
cameo
good.
up in there.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I think I'm definitely more drawn towards like media that does portray like some of the real like
Yeah.
realistic qualities. I think I was like thinking about this too. It's like sometimes it's interesting to see YouTubers and content creators from other content creator point of views because they act completely different. I don't know if you guys have seen that before, but
Yeah.
like on their
like-
own channels, like they'll
He's
like
3 feet shorter, and then you like record.
Okay,
it's
I
like,
don't know about
met
that
up with
one.
this guy in New York, and he's like he's like 3 feet tall.
3 feet shorter. There's actually 3 kids in a trench coat. Just
Yeah.
stacking
Oh my
down everything.
gosh. No, it's more like I guess like their way they talk. Like I think
Yeah,
in their in like some content creators like in their own videos. And this is not like necessarily throwing shade per se because I'm like I respect it. I think yeah, like having high energy is nice to like for an audience. But I think they're like, hey guys, like welcome back to another video. It's like it's
Yeah,
very like
yeah.
that. And then when you see them on other people's channels, they're like, yo, what's up? Like
Yeah.
and they like
Yeah,
talk.
this is how I
Their
really
voices are
am.
completely
Yeah.
different too. It's like
Yeah.
in their videos, their voice is like higher pitched almost, and then in like other people's videos, it's like they're tired, and you're like, what happened to you?
I feel like I've seen Jimmy Fallon do that.
Really?
I don't know. Like on his show, he's so energetic, and then like you know how like they have those clips in the office and stuff like that, and they're like, "What's Jimmy's favorite food?" And then he's just like all washed up. And he's like, "Yeah, just
Kids
pasta."
washed up.
Yeah. I'm
I
like, "What
actually saw
happened?"
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Oh, you went to
Um,
the you went
yeah,
to
I
the show?
actually went to the show.
Oh,
My
really?
best friend, she got tickets, and then it was like
Dang.
2-3 years ago. She was
Wow.
like, "Let's go," and I'm like, it was free. Like,
Yeah.
it was really cool. Like, he high fived me. The
Yeah.
guest on the show that day was Cardi B, and like,
Oh, what?
Oh
it was
wow.
like it
Oh
was
my-
right when she was blowing up, like in the process of blowing up. So she was making her weird noises, you know, like the kurr or the occur
But people
sound.
didn't like vibe with it as much, or were they like,
Yeah, and then Jimmy Fallon was like, "What? Like,
yeah,
what is that noise?" And she's like,
Yeah.
"It's my noise." And everyone's like, "Okay." And like,
Yeah.
it was just so interesting. But he was really nice, and like in between like filming, like he would like go to the audience and be like, how is everyone? Where did everyone come from? And like be really energetic. So it was really cool to see. Yeah.
Damn.
Wow. Wait, so were you in the same room as the Roots, as the band?
Yeah.
And
I saw everything.
That's great. Dude, the what a legend. I don't think people realize how big of a deal it is that his in-house band is the Roots.
Yeah.
His Questlove and Black Thought, those are legends, like hip-hop icons. Like you go top
really
20
cool.
hip-hop albums all time, they're on there for sure. That is
it
crazy.
is crazy that they are
that dude
live
is insane.
band. Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon's all right too, I guess. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just watch for the Roots, that's all. I like Questlove's what do you call rap battles that he does with guests? Like if the guest can rap, Questlove is the guy. No, not Questlove. Black Thought, right?
He's a rapper, yeah.
Yeah, he's the rapper. Yeah. He comes in. Yeah. He has some bars. I'll tell you.
I had no clue about that.
He's insane. He is one of the best freestyle rappers like ever. And that's the cool thing about hip hop too. If I can just hijack the conversation for a second, is you kind of get this in other genres, but for hip hop, you can have one of the world's all-time greatest rappers, and he does not have a single song recorded and out there. Because in addition to just writing songs in hip hop, you also have battle rap, and then you also have freestyle rapping. And those are not something conducive really to recording songs. Those are live performances. So, you get that a little bit, especially in jazz, because they'll do improv and stuff like that with their songs. But even if, if it's Taylor Swift and she's a great live performer, that live performance is still just a live version of the same song that you record in the studio. So hip hop has all these other vectors for performance that's very fascinating to me, seeing how these guys can come up totally separately, but still parallel to the guys who are actually writing songs just by doing street corner.
It's crazy. Like my mind doesn't think that fast, and like my creative flow isn't that like quick and like witty. So it's just like really interesting to see that live sometimes, and like see videos of it. You're just like, wow, like I could never.
How did they come up with all that stuff on the spot?
Yeah, I'm just like, how?
Have you ever done like freestyle battles before in high school and like tried it? I feel like I don't know. Yeah. For me, I was like, I agreed to it, and then like halfway through, like they're like doing the beat, and I'm like, why did I agree to this? I can't think of anything right now.
Yeah, you gotta turn off that inner critic.
Yeah, exactly.
And then just go, and it's so difficult. I actually find that when I'm public speaking, in a very similar way, I do better when people are looking at me and are giving me pressure and things like that. Because if I don't feel like people are watching me, then I'll let the inner editor in my head double back. So I'll say something, I'll realize, oh, I didn't really say this as perfectly as I could. I didn't say it as succinctly or use the words that I wanted to. So then I'm going to trip over my words, go back, try to reiterate, try to rephrase it.
Yeah.
But if I have people actually standing in front of me, watching me speak, I'll be able to say, okay, I don't have time to do that. And I can just keep going forward. So if I'm presenting on Zoom and then I have to bring up my PowerPoint, I don't see the grid of faces looking at me. That kills me, because I feel like I'm just alone in my room.
Actually, like, have you presented into like just silence? It's just like letters, names, and like
no faces even.
No one's talking, and you're just like silence. You're like talking to myself, basically.
The worst is like you finish the presentation and then you don't hear like clapping or anything like that, and you're like, did you like it? Like,
you see the Zoom clap pop on screen?
Yeah. Like one person's like emoji clapping.
One's like thumbs up. Like, good job.
One says go faster. You're like, oh no.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, but I think just less people, like for me, like just maybe like people. Not like 1,000 people, maybe just like 5 or something. Yeah.
Gotcha. So there's a good room for you then.
Yeah, exactly.
I never actually thought of it that way, because I'm like really good with presentations and like public speaking, which is weird, because I can't get out of my own head when it comes to like dancing or like the idea of like rapping.
Dude, a couple drinks, man. I'm telling you, that's all you need.
That's true. Liquid
doesn't
courage.
matter. I'm like
we'll be busting it down on the dance floor.
It's weird because like with quote unquote liquid courage, I get more in my own head. I'm like, I gotta act normal. I am not inebriated.
I don't know. I feel like that happens more with the weed, not the
I was
alcohol.
just gonna say that too.
The weed.
Like usually, like the last few times I've been high, like I do it occasionally. I just sit there and I'm like, act normal. Pretend you're fine. Don't say anything. Don't say anything weird. Like
Because if you get in your head too much, it's like
Yeah.
you get freaked
Yeah.
out, and then you're
And then,
like, oh
like,
my god, they're watching me.
then I start talking. I'm like, I shouldn't have said that, or like,
Yeah.
I should just keep my mouth shut. I sound so stupid. Or
Yeah.
like people are looking at you, and you're like, oh no, they know. Like one time it was
It's like
during
the
like
how would they know?
quarantine. Yeah, it was during quarantine, and like I was like, it's my senior year. I'm being in quarantine. I'm gonna take an edible, and I'm not gonna tell anyone in my apartment.
Mhm.
So I was just like sitting there, and then they're like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Nothing, like nothing at all." And then it's just like, "Oh man, I'm so paranoid right now. They're judging me." They're like, they just had like no idea what's going on. They're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'm fine."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's
yeah,
so
the
funny.
first time I tried it, I was like with my roommate, and then he was talking to me, and I just started freaking out, and he was like, I think you need to be alone right now. And I was like, yeah, I think I do. Because I keep thinking that you are thinking something about me, and then
Yeah.
I can't stop
Yeah.
thinking about that, and like
Mhm.
I'm like on a bad trip, so it
Yeah.
amplifies whatever you're feeling or thinking at that
Mhm.
current moment.
Yeah.
So-
So
Yeah.
the first time I got like high was like my sophomore year of college, and like it was like these peanut butter crackers my friend got from his frat, and I'm like, sure, why not? I've never been high before. And then like I
Never
took
had
too
peanut butter
many.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I thought my conscious was a person. Like
Wow.
I thought that
Whoa.
my thoughts were a person
Mhm.
knowing everything before I said it. Like I started
Wow.
freaking out because I'm like, someone knows everything I'm thinking, and my
Mhm.
friends were like, what? And I'm like,
Mhm.
someone knows, and they're like, no, what? I'm like, all my thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Bad.
Dude, Richard knows this, but I was playing we were playing like tag or something like that. Like hide and seek tag, and I think it was just hitting at that moment, and I was so nervous. I was like looking everywhere. I was in the UP parking lot, and I saw the darkness, and I was like, oh wait, they're over there. I just started running in different directions.
Oh my
my
god.
Yeah.
This is during quarantine because we got so bored we decided to go
Yeah.
outside and like play a game of like hide and
Mhm.
go seek
Oh my
tag.
god.
Yeah,
Because we're like that bored. Like there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
yeah. But like you
Yeah.
should have seen it. Like when Jonathan was chasing after me, like I took off. Like my life
Oh
depended
yeah,
on it.
no.
I was
Darren
like,
Darren
oh my
was
god.
so in his own head. He was like, "They're after me.
Yeah.
Did you
They're
run, though?
after me." Like
Yeah.
literally though, people were actually after him. So that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, they were. Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
do hope you won.
No, I didn't. But it
No,
was fun.
I think I
Yeah.
won. I think I was the
Yeah.
only one who was never found
No.
ever.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, even though I am pretty big, like I think I lucked out. I genuinely did luck out.
That's true. You might be easier to spot because you're kind of tall. Or Darren's tall
Yeah.
too, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah. We just
So you
hide
guys
behind
are
the
easy to
pole,
spot.
and then yeah. It's
That's
fine.
true.
you
It
blend
conforms
in with your
perfectly.
surroundings.
Yeah.
Speaking of games like that we did in college, I don't want to brag or anything,
Mhm.
but I am the current reigning, defending, 2-time undefeated champion of Capture the Hat. So the Club
Mm.
What's
Explore
Capture the
Orchestra.
Hat?
Yeah, it's this. We got together. We did orchestra stuff together, and then one night, pretty much once a semester, it's a tradition to play Capture the Hat.
Mhm.
Where underneath our school's library, if you're not familiar, it is a friggin' labyrinth. Like kids go in there, they never come out. You could go in there with a map, and then you don't know where you are anymore.
I've
Yeah.
done that sophomore year.
So we play a game where there's one funny hat. You put it on your head, everyone disperses, then someone yells go. And there's exactly 3 minutes to the round or exactly 5 minutes to the round. And you're trying to steal the hat from the person, put it on, and then run away. And the person with
Wow.
the hat at the end of the game is the winner. So right when that buzzer goes off, whoever wins.
Sounds like something
Um,
Jake Paul would play. Yeah.
It does, but he would
Yeah.
like find someone dead under Bartle and then take a picture with him or
Oh.
something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't remember which
the
Paul brother that
flame.
was, but
Yeah. Yeah. You get
Yeah,
my
we-
reference though, right? Jake Paul stole like Mayweather's hat.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
He was like,
Man,
"Gotcha
what
hat."
icons!
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gonna be like them when I grow up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was able to time it. So I wasn't like sprinting after the guy with the hat. I
Mhm.
was kind of stalking him. I was like keeping a couple feet back, just watching the action, just
Okay.
tracking where the guy was. Then on my phone, I had the timer. So I knew, all right, it's like 20 seconds left. Now's my time. So then I went, snatched the hat, got it from him. And then I knew I only had to keep it for like 15 seconds, 10 seconds.
Mhm.
That won me the round. So then I was the guy who started off with the hat the next round. And then I heard someone say, "Yo, dude, the university police are here. We got to stop playing this game." I'm like, "Damn,
dude."
But that means
What?
that
That's what you got
technically, like,
caught
I was
for?
never
That would be
beaten.
nuts.
That means
Yeah,
you
I
still have
have
the
one
hat.
arrest on my record. What
Yeah,
were you
yeah,
doing?
for a hat
I
game.
was playing Capture the Hat
Yeah.
with my orchestra friends.
Like,
Oh
no
my
way. That
gosh.
did not happen. No cap.
No cap.
No cap. Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But that's so funny. So that means you technically never lost the hat ever.
technically, yeah, I'm undefeated, 2-time reigning.
Wow,
champion.
impressive.
Mike, you're
I
gonna wear a
know,
hat
right?
to one of our meetups one time, and like like what's coming.
Oh
you
no,
know?
it's like that game Tag that they did about
Yeah.
guys who played like an 18-year-long game of Tag or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Gina's gonna swoop in out of nowhere,
Yeah, I'm just gonna
grab
like
it, go
come
back
in
to
and
Central
just-
Park.
Literally swoop in, just gonna
Yeah.
like fly in somehow.
Yeah,
Grab
I'm
it.
just gonna take it back with me. Yeah.
It's actually glued to his hair.
So it really hurts. All my hair will come
Yeah.
off too.
Oh my god.
It's
A
the
free
Trump
man
cap.
wig.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I know we're talking about this a little bit, but like the labyrinth of Binghamton
Mm.
University like library, man, that was
What are
a
you
scary
talking
time.
about?
Have you never been?
No.
Like downstairs.
So when you go
What
into
are you
Bartle,
talking about?
when
Dude.
you go into the Bartle Library at Binghamton University, like
Mhm.
Bartle Tombs, you go into the staircase downstairs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's impossible to leave. It's
Like it's so confusing.
Oh
it's really
yeah,
scary.
okay. It's like a
Yeah,
real life
yeah.
Percy Jackson. Like in
I
the
know
in
what
the
you mean.
labyrinth thing.
Yeah. We had a CSB meetup, and like nobody could find the room, and it was like
Yeah,
in there.
you-
Yeah.
I don't think the rooms are in like number order.
Mhm.
Like I tried to go to like office hours once and I was like, where am I? And
Yeah.
I had to go to the library front desk to ask for a
Yeah.
map.
Yeah.
The
And
I
even
was
the
like-
maps, even with the maps.
Yeah.
like, you
Yeah,
still
I
don't
was
know where you
like-
are.
I don't think I'm gonna find it and I don't know where the exit is and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die here. Like
Yeah.
They need to
I
put
actually-
like
There were like 10
GPS.
e-board members, and we were all on
Yeah.
video call together, and we were all walking in different directions, and none of us saw each other. How is that
oh my
possible?
god. No,
There's 10 of you,
it's-
only 8
Like,
came
where
out.
are you? Where are you? And then like even you show like around and stuff like that on camera. It's like, no, I don't see that.
No,
I've
I
never
don't- I
passed
don't
that
know.
area.
haunted.
Yeah.
You know how the subway in New York, it has the different colored lines for the
Yeah.
Oh,
different
yeah.
trains that you can take.
Yeah.
My thought, I was gonna like map this out and then send
Mhm.
it as a proposal. I never got to it, but maybe someone else will do it. If you could plaster colored lines with
oh
numbers
my gosh.
and arrows and different shapes corresponding to each one. So then you could also put it on the map and you could say,
Mhm.
okay, there's a yellow line here. It says number 7 and the arrow is facing this way.
Yeah.
Now I can look
Yeah.
at the map. This is the yellow line. Here's number 7. So that's where I am. Orientation, arrows pointing this way on the map, arrows pointing this way on the ground. Now I know exactly where I am. And I can follow the different colored lines that would actually be on the floors
That'd
of
make
the
confusing.
underground library.
Yeah.
That would
That's
be
pretty
helpful.
smart.
Yeah. But I
But
think
then we
I think
bring
getting
like a
lost
peanut
down
butter
there's a Reddit
brownie
passage.
there. We get
Mm.
all paranoid. All the lines will
Yeah.
crisscross.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Horrible,
true.
horrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
you're right,
think there's
reminds me.
any way to simplify it.
Yeah, there's not. It reminds me of like
Mhm.
Harry Potter's like Marauders map.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
There's
Bartle.
There's some plot hole for the Marauders map. So if you don't know, it's a map that shows you where everyone is in a certain space, right? And another spoiler here: Ron's rat, his pet rat, turns out to be a dude who is disguised as a rat.
Mhm.
So they're like, how come Ron's brothers had this map and they saw every single night their brother is asleep in a room with some dude named Peter, like in their home or at school, and they just
That's
didn't say
true.
anything about it? Like, what the hell?
It was a long prank. It was just
Yeah,
you'll find out when he finds out, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that's
When
actually
he
so
finds
true. I
out,
never
yeah.
thought of it that way.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
they were
Now it's
both
Peter
part of
Pettigrew.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor? What do you mean?
They were both part of Gryffindor.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
what I'm saying is like they definitely saw like this random dude
Exactly,
named Peter
yeah, they
Pettigrew.
knew.
There's no way they've missed him.
I
just
think it's a
left
rule
it.
at Hogwarts. If you have red hair, you have to be a Gryffindor. You're not allowed to be anything else.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's no redheads on like other factions, right? No,
Can you
I don't think
imagine
so.
if it's like all the Slytherin kids come in, they all have black hair or platinum hair, and then there's just the one curly redheaded dude? Like, you don't, like, I don't want to profile you, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't seem like you
This
fit
is
in
a
with the rest of the
Gryffindor
Slytherin kids.
stereotype, actually.
Yeah.
It was kind of messed up in the last
Yeah.
movie when they took back the school, and then McGonagall's all like, "All Slytherin into the dungeon," and I'm like, "What the hell, dude? That's kind of
That you know what it
messed up.
reminded
That's
me
like
of?
straight profiling.
Discrimination.
You can't do
Yeah.
that.
I
You can't do
completely
that.
forgot that happened, but do you know what that reminds me of?
Racial profile. I don't know
No, the
what.
Japanese internment camps.
Oh, internment camps.
Yeah, the Japanese
Oh
internment
my
camps.
god.
It reminds
Oh
me
my
of that.
god, dude.
That's terrible, but like true.
That's a blog. I'm gonna write that blog
Yeah,
now.
how do you make
I'm
that
gonna
Yeah, no,
credit
because
you.
I actually
Wow.
was like, wait, that's really symbolic, like towards what happened. Because they were
That
essentially
is.
what happened was like the attack on Pearl Harbor, and they're like, all right, if you're Japanese, you're in this camp now.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's basically it was like the same. I mean, the Slytherin, like essentially Slytherin attacked Hogwarts, and then all right, all the Slytherin come to the dungeon with me now.
Mhm.
And you know what? That is
Yeah.
like it is famously just a World War II allegory. That entire story, right? With racial purity of Muggle-born
Mudbloods,
whatevers and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and Neville is the French Resistance. So that's true. That's probably not intended, but that is a really good point. I'm gonna write a tweet to J.K. Rowling and see what happens. Not really, but
Is
Have
there
you guys-
somewhere where the inspiration came from? Like you can look that up.
Yeah.
No clue.
I don't know.
I mean,
It's on
Slytherin
Reddit.
would
It's on Reddit. It's
probably
on
be-
Reddit. It has to
Yeah,
be
probably
on
Reddit.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the 2-year the like
Oh,
30-year
anniversary?
reunion or
I think
whatever
really
year?
wanna
The only
watch
thing
it.
I saw from that was like an Instagram clip
Mhm.
where like it was like the Ron and Hermione kiss. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And she was like,
Like-
"That was awful. Like you're my
It was-
brother."
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she's like, "That was the
Yeah.
worst kiss ever." And he was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, that was totally so terrible."
Yeah. I felt like I watched the whole thing and it was like really nostalgic and like I'm a huge
Yeah.
Harry Potter fan, so it was like fun to watch. But
Yeah.
that scene, like they were just talking about, she's like, it was the worst thing that I had to do. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
worst thing in my life.
damn.
Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, that was terrible for me too."
Damn.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And I think
was-
Daniel Radcliffe was like, "Why? Why?"
yeah, everyone was like, oh shit, poor Ron. Poor Ron, like down
Yeah.
bad.
I know. They made a
there.
compilation of it too, I think, on Instagram. I know
Yeah.
like people would edit that.
Damn.
And
they
then
don't
the
hold
second
back.
thing I saw was like some thing about like the B-roll being different for like Emma Roberts versus like Emma Watson. Like they put a picture of like
Yeah.
young Emma Roberts instead of young Emma Watson.
Yeah, it was the wrong
in
Emma.
like they replaced it. Yeah.
And I was
That's
like,
When she was talking about her
how?
life, it was just Emma Roberts as like a little kid.
Yeah.
He showed
it
up.
was- I was like, how did they do that?
That's
So they went in, they re-edited it and then they uploaded it back onto like HBO,
Yeah.
I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. They do that with this Korean UFC guy a whole lot.
Korean
the
Zombie?
Korean Zombie.
Yeah.
All the time. You just see the face is they just like went through the roster, I guess. They're like,
Yeah.
this dude's Korean. He must be the same guy. Then they just put him
Oh,
on.
like they show like a child's version of him? What do you mean?
No, not a
Oh, okay.
child version. I'll clarify. When they show the like profile picture with the guy's face next to his name,
Yeah.
it's always just some random Korean dude. Some other
okay.
person.
Like Andrew Yang.
It's
yeah.
never.
All right.
Yeah, the same
Yeah.
thing happened with Andrew.
Like
Yang.
Andrew Wong, I mean. Yeah, sorry.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. There's actually Andrew Yang. One of the times his name got misrepresented as John Yang.
Yeah.
John C.
Oh my
Yang
God.
is a legit dude in the Asian activism space. So I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they just Googled Yang. They're like, yeah, this
Yeah.
dude does politics stuff. It must be him.
Yeah.
It was the
You
first
saw his
one.
TikTok too then. Mike.
Yeah.
I saw that
was
TikTok.
funny. Yeah.
That was
yeah,
I was
so
like
funny.
I was like, damn.
Okay, the last one where they like shrunk him, like photoshopped him like shorter. I was like, how? Why?
I don't even remember
Yeah,
that one. I did not see
For
that one.
why? There was no purpose.
Yeah, that was so weird. But he was like
I'm
2
not on
inches or 3
TikTok.
inches like shorter in like the Photoshop version.
So Andrew Yang, former presidential primary candidate for the Democratic Party, he put up a TikTok that was just a compilation of all the times the media got his name wrong, got his photo or picture wrong,
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
and it was plenty of times.
Someone
Yeah.
gotta send that over because I am not on TikTok. So
It's on his like official TikTok page. Like
Yeah,
he's,
it's also
like,
on Instagram if you're not.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's where I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So I just haven't been looking hard. No.
Yeah. No, you've been out of social media for a little while, so I
Like, I think
understand.
I'm like on it, but like not fully on it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, he
Post in a
posts. He just
while.
doesn't look at anyone else.
Like I even started a whole new Instagram. Gina's sort of similar to like yours, except for my photography,
Mhm.
Ooh, cool.
and I haven't posted anything yet.
I mean, you
Coming
made it, so
soon.
that's the first step.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's just empty.
Yeah, I was
right now.
waiting for you to post some stuff, dude.
I know. I'm sorry, man. Like,
Just
it's
repost all the stuff that you had on your old Instagram that
I mean,
was
that's why I took
photo
it off my old
related.
Instagram.
Yeah.
But then I changed phones, so none of those photos exist on my phone anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
the
is something
Nikon can't
too.
pair with the Apple phone anymore. Or what?
Yeah, it's like on when I so here's what I did. I switched to iPhone to all the
Yeah.
people
Okay.
who hate on iPhones.
Mm-hmm.
I was a staunch Android user, like a very staunch Android. I was like,
Yeah,
Android
he was like,
all
you
the way.
guys are iPhone. I'm Android. Like, look at how much
Yeah, like I
better
like
it
made
is.
it a
Then you
point.
punched us in
right?
the face.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I do miss like how freeform Android was, because I remember being able to like
Mhm.
plug my whole
The lag was
SSD.
really nice though. Yeah.
Darren. Okay, on posting on social media apps, like it was like a weird lag thing, but I was able to like plug my entire SSD into like my phone. I was able to like kind of download photos and move photos around that way instead of having
That
to
is
like rely
nice.
on like cloud storage. And another thing too is like I was able to see the details of my photos, so like I could see like the exact settings I used, how big the file sizes were. But with iPhone, I can't do any of that.
Wait, I think
And
you can. No.
You can
no,
now.
you can
Yeah.
now. Did it
Yeah,
update?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh my
I think with
gosh.
like my new update,
Oh,
like you can
man.
like go into the pictures, like all the details, like
Richard's still like, they have focus modes. Did you know that?
No, but yeah, no. So basically on Android, I was able to see like, so for the photography nerds out there, I guess, or even cinematography, but I was able to see like my aperture, my shutter
Yeah.
speed, like what ISO I was using, like things like that. Like, so like the very camera specific information, I could just like pull it up in my my gallery. But yeah, I miss being able to plug this in just like straight into my phone, because it's like super light, it's very small, like it's easy to travel with,
yeah.
and I could download and move photos with it. But like I know cloud storage is like the new rave and stuff, but it's so slow.
iCloud, it kind of sucks though.
Yeah,
I do admit
iCloud
that,
sucks.
Yeah, it's
I
very
hate
confusing.
using
It's
it.
so weird when like it uninstalls it takes the photos off of your phone and you're trying to show someone something and it's blurry and then it's like,
blurry.
Yeah.
what the hell's
And then you
going
have to
on?
like download it, and you're like waiting.
I
and
just
you're
want
like,
to show you this
where did it
photo of my
go?
vacation. Like, why is it not downloading?
Look at this dog. Look
Yeah.
at my dog. Look at my
Yeah.
dog. An 8-bit
Yeah,
dog.
basically.
And everyone's like, oh, great. It's like 2 pixels. Wow.
Yeah, you're like, huh? What
Yeah.
is that?
It's like, just
Yeah.
wait a moment. I'll
So
airdrop
it's
it to you later.
slow. Yeah, in my opinion, it's like it's hella slow. Like I'd rather something that's like, this is like super fast, right? It'll be like a second and it's on there. Yeah, but that's just my rage about that. But I do want to start posting on my photography account. Yes, and also I do feel like at some point maybe I should get on TikTok. But
You should. It's very entertaining.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
know
stay
about
there
that
for
one.
hours.
Yeah, you
that's the
just
problem.
sit there. Time moves so fast.
That's the problem.
When you want to stop doom scrolling,
I want to see those productivity guys on TikTok. It's like, now my daily dose of TikTok, and then just a time lapse of him on TikTok.
It's just a lot. Oh, you were thinking time lapse. I was thinking live stream, just 8 hours straight on TikTok.
Cinematic, yeah. No, but what were you saying? Sorry.
Yeah, what's your pro tip?
If you want to stop doom scrolling, what I do is I scroll down really fast to like 10 posts down.
Yeah.
So then I have to start scrolling up in order to see more posts. So then by the time I get through those 10, now if I keep scrolling up or down at any point, it's all old content. I saw all of it before. So that gives you sort of a psychic break.
You should try explaining that to your parents.
I don't know how to use TikTok.
Oh my god!
Remember, like 5 years ago, when everyone's saying, "Oh man, these kids are always on their phones or on their Twitters and their Facebooks all the time."
Yeah.
Now I scroll up. But yeah, now grandma's on her phone all the time too.
Yeah. My mom's showing me like dog videos.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Crazy. But speaking of your photography account and things like that, I kind of wanted to talk about having to juggle multiple brands. Gina, I don't know if you have other accounts or content, anything that you're also trying to run other than your MD page. But I know Darren has a bunch. I have a bunch, and it's challenging sometimes.
It is. Like, I just have like my personal Instagram and then like my medical influencer Instagram. So it is a lot too, and I like kind of keep them separate. Like my personal one, like I'll have my personal posts and like my personal friends and everything, and then like my medical one is on public, so it's kind of like for everyone to see. So I feel like it is challenging. My dad also owns a deli on Long Island, so I run like I try to help with his social media. I'm not the best at it, but like I'll kind of like post for him when I can. So
What's
it
the
is
name of the deli?
challenging because it's called Deli Button, like belly button.
Oh, cute.
Okay.
It's in Northport.
Nice.
Yeah, so a short little plug there.
Yeah.
But I try to like help him out with that too, and it is a lot. I'm just like switching between accounts or like posting stories, and I'm like, oh man, this is tiring. I can't even handle like one personal account.
I use the max accounts that Instagram allows. Like you can't add any more. It kept telling me you can't add any more. It's like, what the hell?
What is the max number?
I think it's like 10 or something.
Oh my god,
what?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I have one for my dog, like, but that's just like for my dog.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think it's hard.
That's crazy though.
I think. Yeah, I remember like trying to handle multiple Instagram accounts when I was like doing it for my school orgs and stuff. So tough. Like just my like not only my personal but also like remembering to switch brands, remembering to like switch like lingos and things that were important for each one. I think even like posting schedules, it's like, oh, I gotta post on this day and that day for these other orgs, and then like for my own thing I was thinking about making a post, but then I'm like now I'm like all gassed out of captions, so I'm like I'm not gonna post.
Yeah, in the personal you don't post a caption, and then for the company you gotta write a long thing, right?
Wait, what?
No.
I'm confused. I don't know what you mean.
Like for company Instagram, like I feel like I have to write, like a couple paragraphs, but then for my personal, I don't really even bother anymore. I don't know.
Oh, for captions, you mean?
Yeah. Like you want to come up with like witty one-liners for your personal, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Gina, you write out some captions sometimes, right?
I've read through. Yeah. So like for mine, like I try to like capture like the attention of the audience. Like if I'm writing about something or posting about something important, like I'll either have like a long caption or have like a written a picture of like a text. But yeah, for my personal, I'll just like not even put a caption. I'll be like, yeah, this is just a photo, like whatever. My friends will like it, my friends will comment,
just a hashtag,
but like that's it. Yeah. So
for sure.
Yeah, it is a lot of effort, like keeping up with like an Instagram profile or like a social media platform, just like thinking about the content you're creating, like what you're gonna write, or like the audience that you're reaching, or like you want to reach more people. Like, how are you gonna do that? I don't know. It's a game.
Do you typically post more like a photo with like a caption that's pretty long, or would you like I guess like would you want to lean more into like video instead and like do like a short recording of some sort? Like, would you ever start a TikTok?
So I have a TikTok, and I kind of just use it as just for fun kind of thing. Like, like I'll just like meme myself or like do weird things with my friends and like
filters and stuff.
Yeah. So like I feel like I am trying. I feel like TikTok people are cool, and like if you can like become really big on TikTok, that's pretty cool. And like I feel like for me using TikTok, I learned so much through TikTok, like what products to use or like what's happening in the world or what TV shows to watch. And I feel like it has such a large influence, so it would be really cool to use that platform. As for like on Instagram, I feel like I just post pictures with longer captions, like just kind of like paragraph or something, and like asking people to engage, basically like what do people think, or like what are your thoughts or like opinions. But yeah, just trying to like use both platforms, I guess. But I know Instagram has like Reels, so like it's kind of like TikToks, but like on the Instagram platform instead.
Right. Yeah, TikTok captions are really short. That's what I realized.
Yeah,
too.
it's like hashtag for you page. Like you don't.
Yeah, that's it. Like a sentence.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I feel like ideally you would make one on either platform and then just post it to both. It does frustrate me sometimes that TikTok's the caption description portion, you can't hide that at all. So sometimes people are putting text really low on their TikTok, just the physical screen, and I can't read it because it's covered by all of the hashtags.
That's true, yeah. And like TikTok, you can't go back and edit like your caption. I like Instagram, you can like go back, edit, you can go back and tag people. You can archive things, but like TikTok, like once you write a caption, that is final. Like
once it's out, it's
no
out.
going back. Yeah,
that's true.
That's tough. Yeah,
you got to like delete it and then repost it. Yeah,
which is a lot of work.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you've seen a lot of like those medical people's on their TikTok things, but through Instagram Reels.
Oh
which is
yeah, they're all
hilarious.
dancing.
Yeah, like some of them are dancing, but some of them make
Yeah.
like little skits and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah,
they'll
that's
like make a
true.
joke about insurance or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, which I think it's pretty funny. But yeah, like that's one thing I was like wanted to point out. It's like a lot of people have been telling me TikTok is very informative, and I'm like, how
It
informative
is.
can it really be? But
Yeah,
then like
it's like 5 tips to
yeah,
do this, and then like yeah.
it's weird because I've actually learned a lot of things about
Yeah.
like doctor things through TikToks.
Oh,
like,
really?
but
They
then
do
TikToks,
surgery now.
yeah, it's like not TikTok through like yeah, man, funny.
Did you know? Yeah.
It's like TikToks through like Instagram Reels or like those YouTube shorts or whatever they're
Mhm.
called. I forgot what they're called.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
but
shorts. Yeah.
shorts. Yeah, YouTube shorts. And it's funny because I'm like learning about things that they talk about, but through the medical sphere, which is weird because I was like, I'm not looking to be a doctor.
Yeah.
But now I know
Yeah,
about
like
it. but
who needs med school? You got TikTok and
you got
Instagram.
TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you go
It's
to
like
school?
Mike said,
TikTok University.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
That's all you need.
Start doing surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like sometimes too, because a lot of the brands that
Mhm.
I am doing social media for, they're all fairly cohesive, all about movies or something like that.
Mhm.
And so sometimes I'll want to post something or tweet something out, and I'm like, which of these 3 or 4 different things do I tweet this one from? Right? Because we have this, I do a blog called Guilty Writers Blog, which has not been active in a while. And then Darren and I also have an action movie podcast that we do. So if I think of anything movie related, I gotta choose one of the 3. I gotta choose one of
Yeah.
the brands. And it's
Like,
stressful.
where does it go?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then if you're still running the Asian American podcast, the
Asian Outlook one.
Yeah, Asian
from
Outlook.
Bing.
Yeah.
Yeah, do not do that one anymore. That
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
wanted to leave that with the school. But
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah, it's
It would have been a lot.
it's juggling. I like though that Gina, you said you do the TikTok stuff just for fun. And I think if
Yeah.
you inherently enjoy any part of it, that's going to make it 10 times easier.
Yeah. So I just like do for fun and like no
Mhm.
pressure kind of, or like
Yeah. No
yeah,
post
like
schedule. Yeah.
yeah. I just like if I see a trend I want to do and like do it with my sister or my friends or like with myself, I'll just kind of post it and just like be like, okay, it's just there for like myself and like my friends or
Mhm.
like whoever wants to watch it, but like not trying to do anything with it, but like yeah.
Mhm.
Gina's secretly hoping to become big on TikTok.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit. It would
like-
be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Wake up one day and you have
The,
like
the
3 million
viral
views.
ability on TikTok is kind of crazy compared to Instagram
People
and
make a lot of money on TikTok too. Like
oh
I
yeah.
don't understand. Like I don't know.
But you don't have ads. How do people make money right now? They kind of like link in bio thing.
I think like people like do like sponsors and stuff like
Oh, right,
product
that too.
placement,
Mhm.
Yeah,
like
product
stuff like
placement.
that. I feel like yeah,
Oh right.
And
right.
doesn't TikTok default to the For You page when you open it up?
yeah.
does,
That's
So
gotta
it
seem
goes
to
to
do it,
like
right?
yeah, it goes to
So
like all
followers
your,
don't
like,
really matter
suggested.
too
No,
much.
it really doesn't. Because
Yeah.
like even like if I follow someone, it's gonna show up on my For You page.
Yeah.
Like
So what's the point?
yeah, so I don't really go
Yeah.
in my followings just because like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't
Very
really
interesting.
matter because like I'm on my For You page anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it is very informative though. It is like my nighttime routine. Like I'll wash my face, go to brush my teeth, lay in bed, watch TikTok for a little bit, and then go to bed.
Yeah, forget the news. We have TikToks. Why
Yeah.
would we
Yeah.
need the news anymore, right?
I really don't need it.
Yeah. I think oh man, I don't know how to like change the algorithm to like find what you want, right? Like are you
Yeah,
searching
it's
for this?
hard.
Because I like at the beginning you just get like dancing chickens and then you're like, oh, this is not informative.
Dancing
Yeah.
That's
shit.
exactly what I want. I saw
Yeah.
those dancing chickens. I was like, yo, they know me so
Yeah.
well. How do they know already?
Like I'm on like the
Yeah.
New York City side of it, and like when
Mhm.
Omicron was getting really bad, like TikTok let me know before like I found out.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
I just saw TikToks of people like testing
The chicken
positive
scene.
and like
Mhm.
going on testing lines, and I was like, wait, what's happening? Like,
Yeah.
is it getting bad again? Like,
Mhm.
huh? Like, and then I was
Oh,
like,
that's
oh,
crazy.
thanks TikTok. Like, thanks for letting me know.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy like how TikTok is used to learn so much,
Mhm.
and like how a lot of people are on it. So
Yeah, I really
I-
thought Reels was gonna take over, but it didn't. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Still time,
crazy.
Still time.
I kind of feel like I just get it from New York Times. I'm like so old school, I feel like.
yeah.
I use New York Times too. Yeah, I get their emails.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like a grandpa right now.
Richard, do you write
Newspaper?
all the emails at New York Times? Whenever I get a New York Times update, is that from you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, anytime I repost something, it's
still
probably
writing
the New
it,
York
you
Times
know.
Instagram account.
Yeah. Awesome. Nice. Love to see it. The TikTok, like the face videos kind of thing, that fascinates me. Like it's
Wait,
such a
what face videos?
weird when people
like show their face.
They'll do the effect. Yeah, whenever they show their face. I don't know, Gina. How do you describe it? It's like a Bella Porch style video. They'll shake their heads, and then the camera kind of tracks their face and stuff like that.
I feel like TikTok has all these like effects and like filters that one was like, oh, which celebrity do I look like? And like people just do that and like post it. And like
you mean like the one where it comes down like this and it's like a slow
I think so,
reveal.
yeah.
Like the scan one?
Yeah, they have so many like different types of filters, and I feel like some of the TikToks you see are like, how is this trending? Like what? Like how do so many people like this? And you're just like, I don't get it. Like I could do that and I could become famous, but like
they use a filter.
Yeah. But some trends are also like, it is I think TikTok is going to make future filmmakers in a way that no other social media platform has.
Right.
Yeah.
You see some of these trends like that. I'm thinking that probably took a good 3 hours to shoot and then edit and cut together.
Because people are really learning the process.
To do that.
Yeah, it's like a lot of work. Yeah, like you have to like time it well, edit it well. Like if there's
people's
like
camera angles are getting really good too.
Yeah. And I don't understand. I'm just like, how?
Yeah,
it's really impressive. So
I thought this similar thing about the movie Dune. I don't know, Gina, have you seen Dune?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Really?
Did you like it?
I liked it. I not gonna lie, I watched it because Harry Styles was in it.
I'm weak.
But it was really good.
Was he in it?
He was in it for like 10 minutes.
The best 10 minutes of the movie.
He didn't talk either. Like he said like one word, I think.
That's all he needs.
What? Wait, what scene was he in?
I think he was like at the end, or like he was like a background guy. So like he was always kind of like in the background or like in the area, but like not really. It's not really focused on him. So I heard about the movie because like he was in it, and like I'm like, oh, okay, like seems like a cool movie. Why not? And I actually really enjoyed it. It's the last time I saw it was the first time I saw it, which was like when it came out in theaters. So it's been a while.
Yeah, we saw it in theaters too. We all went. That is actually exactly what I thought would happen. And I thought that some folks like you might see it and then become future filmmakers, where someone our age or someone younger is like, oh my God, it's another sci-fi movie and it's Harry Styles and Timothy Chalamet and Zendaya. Oh my God, this is going to be the next Hunger Games. We're going to sit down and be like, what the hell was this? There was a big naked dude who was in a Vatatar or something like that. And everyone's going to be weirded out by it. There's going to be like 1% of those kids who thought it was going to be Hunger Games. It was not Hunger Games, but they're like, wow. This like there's something to this whole cinema thing, and they're going to be flipped and converted into hardcore filmmakers or film fans. It's going to be their gateway drug.
Yeah, like you could tell like how much thought was put in behind like every shot, every sequence. Like I could tell there was a lot of effort. Yeah,
it was good. I was a fan.
This is me stalking around to see.
Yeah. Where did Harry Styles show up? I'm still like, what the fuck?
Swear,
I sat
he
there
was
the
in
whole
it.
time.
I definitely just remember going to see this movie because he's in it, and like I was a huge One Direction fan, so like I had to go.
One Direction did the soundtrack. They did those
him
vocals in the background,
dude.
Like I swear.
Where was he?
Was it not Timothy Chalamet?
Are you talking about Timothy Chalamet? I don't know.
My favorite One Direction member.
I keep getting those reels about Harry Styles in his concert and like talking to the audience. There's so many reels like that where he just talks to the audience.
Yeah, he's very interactive.
Yeah,
with his fans.
I was like, how much of this is actually him singing and how much of it is like him talking to the audience?
He doesn't actually sing at his concerts, just like Jimmy Fallon working around full circle.
Yeah, no, he does some pretty crazy stuff with the audience. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Like one of them was like some dude was holding up a sign like, "Oh, can you get my girlfriend back or something with me?" And then like he picks up the phone and calls her through his phone or something like that, and then she picks up and like puts it on the mic. It's nuts. I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah, he's got like weird stuff where like I broke up with my boyfriend for you, and he's like, that wasn't for me, that was for you, sis. Like
Yeah.
like he just like responds to all these signs and like all the fan efforts, so it's pretty
Yeah.
cool, and like he's really funny, like very
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
I feel like
Yeah. That's where I got to see more of his personality, because I don't know. Before I don't really know. Maybe I just
Yeah.
wasn't into it before.
Into what?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
One Direction.
Oh.
One Direction was a crazy time.
Yeah.
It's a
Everyone
lifestyle,
was
baby.
insane
Yeah.
for them.
Nice. Shout outs to Harry Styles.
Yeah.
With
and
that,
Watermelon Sugar High.
yeah, I think we can close out the show here with our little word game. If everyone's down and ready
Okay.
for it.
All right.
All right. I can start off, and then do we want to go me, Richard, Gina, Darren?
Sure.
All right.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
No.
Harry.
Okay.
Is
Very
Good.
When
he
sings.
And
also
when
He
no. Acts.
like
a
buffoon.
All right.
love it.
Okay.
that's true. Harry Styles is very good at doing just about anything. So
Yeah,
it's a
basically.
good true note to end on. Before we close out, Gina, where can we find you online?
My Instagram is at Gina Future MD.
Mhm.
Up and running medical school influencer.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
Woo.
Give her a follow. Thank you so much for coming on the
Yeah.
show.
Of course. Thanks for
Mhm.
having me.
Of course. We'll catch everyone next episode. Thanks for
Absolutely.
tuning
All
in.
right.
Bye.
Bye.